All right, peace and blessings, everybody. It's Friday, June the 15th, the year 2018. Back in December of 2017, we read a letter from Alabama death row from a man by the name of Dennis Morgan Hicks. I take no position on his guilt or innocence. I don't know that much about his case, but we did read his letter. I suspect he knows me because of Thomas Lane. I also suspect Thomas Lane's lawyers have told him to stop communicating with me. But in any event, we got another letter from Dennis Morgan Hicks. I have not even read it yet. We're going to read it together for the first time. But before I read Dennis Morgan Hicks' second letter from Alabama death row, let's watch a little bit of this news clip and just to kind of give you a feel for, I think they said he murdered somebody and dismembered him. I mean, listen to a little bit of this.
Faulty indictment. I haven't done anything wrong.
It's been a year since Dennis Hicks made this same walk to Metro Jail. The now gray-haired convicted murderer from Mississippi still maintains his innocence in the violent death of 23-year-old Joshua Duncan.
I don't know when, where, or how he died. He didn't die at my house. He walked away from my house. I'm tired of these police doing this to me wrong. I've been locked up for over a year for nothing. I haven't done anything.
Hicks now faces a capital murder indictment 1 year after police found Duncan's decapitated and disemboweled body at this defunct firing range in West Mobile.
He was the last person that Joshua Duncan was known to have.
All right. I don't know that much about his case. If you guys do know a lot about his case, you can leave whatever you want to say in the comment section. If you look in the comment section of the first video, there's various comments. One of them is from a girl by the name of Mary Robbins. And so you can read her comment. It's fairly long. But let's get to the letter. One thing I want to say about the letter is he sent a photograph. This is the photograph that he sent. I wanted to show this first. I guess this is him when he was younger. And the reason I had to show that first is when there's settings for my scan, and when I scanned it, it didn't come out too good, so we'll just have to make the best of it. But this is the letter. He's in a Holman, which is the same prison as Thomas Lane. And then that's the picture that didn't come out too good. That's why you have to look at this picture if you want to see it the way it normally appears. But anyway, let's read the letter. On the back of the photo, he wrote, I, Dennis Morgan Hicks, give Mr. Rudy Davis permission to show my photo on my media, on any media available in the cause to help fight the injustice of this corrupt verdict. I am on death row for something. I am on death row for. I invite any and all people to contact me at my address, respectfully, Dennis Hicks. Now, I got complaints on the last time I read a letter from him that many times I reach a point in his handwriting where I can't read it. So I just do the best that I can. You know, other people said it was very frustrating to listen to me read his letter because he writes in, you know, anyway, we'll do the best that we can. He wrote it on June the 8th, 2018. Dear Mr. Rudy Davis, hi, warm Christian greetings. I heard from a fellow offender that you had posted something for me that a 30-plus-old ex-girlfriend. See, I'm having a hard time reading his writing again, and you guys are going to be upset, but how do you guys read that? Man, let me zoom in a little bit. Okay. I heard from a fellow offender that you had posted something for me that a 30-plus-old ex-girlfriend, something, it looks like through lots of negative comments on the website. A Mary Robin. Okay, now I mentioned to you guys, this is her right here, Mary Robin. She left this comment. Matter of fact, why don't we read her comment? That way everything's in the same video. She left this 1 month ago. I have known Dennis Hicks since 1985. I met him when he was in Parchman, Mississippi. Or MS. What's MS? Is that Mississippi or Missouri? for the first double murder sentences. And yes, that is the same Dennis Hicks in the video. I was in prison also, and he latched on to me due to my lack of knowledge of the games they play. He started writing to me with the same song and dance of born-again Christian, and how he was railroaded and completely downplayed his part of the murders he was serving time for. The story he told me was that gay men tried to have sex with his nephew, and he went to defend his nephew. However, he left them dead in the trunk of a car and fled to avoid prosecution. I believed him at first, but when I was released from prison, he began asking me to do things for him that he knew was detrimental to my legal welfare. And yes, I did sneak into prison to visit him. That put me in jeopardy. I realized that a Christian would not have asked me to do the things he wanted me to do. It quickly turned into, what are you willing to do for me? He told me all the exact same things he has written to you in letters in 1985. He uses the church to get money sent to him, favors for him, and anything he can con an unsuspecting person through compassion. He is a master manipulator. It only took me about a year to come to my senses. I am a fairly good judge of character. I can see beyond the words said to me and go by their actions. I have studied psychology and sociology. I believe in my heart that Dennis Hicks lied about the murder of the first two murdered. He changes his story to each person he tells it to. I also believed he murdered this young man. I believe in my heart that Dennis Hicks is a serial killer and does not ever need to be allowed to live in society again. You can verify this information through him. Don't take my word. Feel free to ask him if he knew Mary Robbins in Parchman 1985 through 86, and that I visited him in prison, wrote to him, accepted collect phone calls from him. I agree with you about the judicial system. It is corrupt as hell. They can and will railroad you in a heartbeat. But in this case, they are right about this man. Well, that's the opinion of Mary Robbins Trezos. Let's go back to Dennis Hicks's letter. Let me start over again. Hi, warm Christian greetings. I heard from a fellow offender that you had posted something for me that a 30-year-old ex-girlfriend threw lots of negative comments on the website. Mary Robbins. Don't know the details, but we all grow if we... Excuse me. I don't know the details, but we all grow. If I done her wrong by refusing to marry her, and well, I am older, wiser, and live a better, upright, peaceful life that honors God, and I loves people. I had a lawyer visit this week. I can't read the word, man. Something on a 40-page something of all the help I believe I need to support my innocence. Truthful evidence that needs gathering up and being preserved for trial. I hope to contact major network media people, 20/20, 60 Minutes, 48 Hours, Nighttime, Nightline, to mention a few. I want this injustice to be heard. I am almost 7 years in this tragedy. I am 100% innocent. Please call my attorney, Miss Rachel Judges, at 334-269-1803. Get particular details of my case and request for a copy of the package to either be a copy of the package to either be faxed to you or mail. You'll be able to understand better the overall picture and all the needed individual issues better. Maybe you can help connect me to a university law school who appoint a group of students to gather up the evidence in Chicago. Can't read the next word. I-4 and or Mobile Company, Alabama. Or some innocent project center who specialize in helping innocent offenders. Even volunteers from churches or communities or retired personnel stepping forward to doing one of the many tests on the forensic scale is needed. If we can only find something, people start up a fundraising campaign drive. I lost all my worldly possessions. I am willing to exchange trade labor to help pay the cost. I am gifted, have lots of talents and skills, abilities, and renovation work. Also, rooting. What's rooting? Painting and landscaping. Jobs around a home, whatever is needed of me. Phone interviews, visitation interviews, I am available. Any ideas or suggestions from you, or how to plan and develop a successful campaign, I am open to and welcome. There is a plentiful, abundant, available evidence that is facts that support the truth of my innocence. How to gather it and store it up for trial is my goal and aim. Any input you're able to give me is welcome. Hope to hear from you soon. If possible, please print out the message and you've already posted. Like to read it, both good and bad. Replies too. Thank you both for all you're willing to do for me. Godspeed. Be healthy, safe, and happy. I remain Solidarity of Christ, your friend, Dennis Hicks. Please connect me to any resource list you believe will help me in my cause, okay? I will write those you send to me. People, groups, or individuals. I could use some help in correcting this corrupt verdict. Thank you. P.S. Also, I got a photo of myself a few years old. Hope to get some taken in here, but maybe you can post this one with what you put on YouTube, Facebook, whatever it was. If you're able to make copies, print off, or make... I can't read it. I am allowed 5 per envelope. Send me some back, okay? Thanks. Later on, Dennis. Please post my address along with my photo if possible too. Dennis Morgan Hicks. You know, his address is on Year of Jubilee. If you go to Gideon's Army and click on More and go down to Other Prisoners, I believe we have him. There he is right there. Yeah. He has a bit more details in the second line, so what I might do is I'll update this to show his latest address. And I guess that's about it. That's Dennis Morgan Hicks. I don't really have an opinion on his guilt or innocence. If you guys want to write to him, that's your business. And I guess that's about it. Take care. God bless.